It's time for SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com with me, Stuttering Craig.
Hey, Mr. Donut Head Man, who's trying to kill you? I don't know, but you better not.
And Daily Destin.
This town needs an enema.
And this week's special guest, Chad.
Wow. You're amazing, dude.
Thanks.
And now, broadcasting from the World Screw Attack headquarters in Dallas, Texas, it's the SideScrollers. Welcome back to SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. What's going on, everybody? Hey, I'm Stuttering Craig.
I'm Daily Destin.
And I'm Chad.
Joining us this week for the most most exciting 30 to 45 minutes of your entertaining gaming week.
It is the most 30 to 45 minutes that you will ever experience.
By far, absolutely invigorating content here. It's SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. What's going on? Hey, are you happy, Destin?
Sure.
Are you happy, Chad?
I am now.
Good, because we have so much good stuff today on the show this week. We are going to travel another a middle segment with this video thing and see how it goes. We're going to do, we have the foreign questions. We got SideScroller News Desk this week. And, of course, we have a little bit of, this week, we're going to do a little bit of mini movie reviews, which I'm kind of excited about. I'll be looking at that movie at. I don't even know, what's the damn movie?
I'm not kind of excited about it.
Oh, Law-Abiding Citizen. That's what I'm going to be talking about.
We're talking about Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes, and you can talk about what?
True Grit.
True Grit. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be action. It's going to be crazy. All right. Coming up on the site this week, we have got a bunch of stuff, some remainder of our MagFest coverage, including, I do say, one of the most epic battles of NBA Jam ever caught on tape. It is going to be Team Screw Attack versus Team Retroware TV. Pretty much Craig versus Pat. That's not like a knock. No. That's not a knock on you.
I'm not saying anything.
No, that's how it originated. Pat wanted to play me.
Okay.
I called everybody out, and Pat wanted to play me. So, I mean, that's really the main battle
Is
here.
Pat any good at NBA Jam?
Yeah, Pat's really good at NBA Jam.
Oh.
And I kicked his ass. Well, I guess you'll have to see.
You'll have to wait and see in the video.
I guess you'll have to wait and see. Oh. Anyways, we got that. We got the MagFest Museum, which is really, really cool and fun. Wait, we already did that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that already.
The MagFest Arcade, which is one that we have on the way. We're showing up the actual arcade, which is
cool.
Good. And, coming up Monday, we got our Tuesday next week will be Death Battle.
Death Battle.
Hagar versus Zangief have the long-awaited battle. So,
Sweet.
Anyways, but right now it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for
Hard News.
With cue cards.
All the day's news from this past week. It's time for Hard News.
You guys ready? I'm doing it a little bit different this week. I'm talking about the bigger news stories of the last week. News has been pretty dead this week, but this is the format we're going to do it in the future.
Yeah, so
As long as we can still make fun of your cue cards,
as long as you have cue cards, I'm cool with that.
That's fine.
Did you like the new intro, by the way? The video intro?
Yeah, it looked good.
Yeah, all right.
How about you guys? Leave it in the comments.
That's right, because they can't see it. Because it's
yeah,
audio.
that's right.
Oh, that's coming together. All right, what do we got?
Okay, the 3DS release date was announced. It's going to be March 27th here in the United States and Canada, and the 25th in Europe. And it will be $249.99. We'll start in blue and black. What do you guys think about that? You gonna pick it up?
Yeah, I think I'm the only one who's gonna pick it up like day one. I think Ben said he might as well, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be picking it up day one. At least, I'm probably the most excited because I know I probably spent the most time with it. I guess out of everybody. Yeah. Because I kind of saw the technology. I do think it's very. Once you see it, you're like, oh, that's cool, and then you kind of put it down. And the camera's a joke on it. The camera's pathetic. Yeah. But
so you and I both saw it at E3.
Yeah. I'm excited to play, and stupid because I've played the game, beat the game, a number of times. I'm excited to play Zelda. Yeah. I'm not so excited about Kid Icarus. I don't know why. I've seen the trailers. It hasn't really done a whole lot for me, unless they throw some sort of like special, like old school tribute to Kid Icarus, where there's some sort of side-scrolling thing going on. I don't know how I'm feeling about
that god awful music when you fight the Grim Reaper.
Now, I actually never played through Ocarina of Time, so I'm really interested in this 3D remake. Now, $250, it's a little steep. I'm on the fence right now. I'm on the fence right now about picking it up. I don't know if I'll get it day one. I might wait until those games are out that I want to pick it up with. Now, there's not a lot of good launch titles for it.
Well, it depends. It depends how you look at it, really. I mean, I'm looking at it as, I got 3-4 good games right off the bat and more coming.
Zelda is not a launch title.
Well, no, it's not. It's not a launch title, but there are. Pilot Wings, is that a launch title?
No.
Okay. Either way, I'm still going to have games down the pipe that are promised to me that I will be buying, and I can't wait to play Pilot Wings.
Their launch window is March until E3, pretty much. That's their launch window.
Well, that's a good 3 months, so that's good. I mean, I look.
Also, I'm just excited about the old school games for it. I don't. Yeah, nothing's really caught my radar that's like, oh, that's a new game coming up for 3DS
And
that I really want to play. I just want to play Star Fox and Ocarina of Time portably.
And you'll be able to download them. I mean, let's be honest. We don't do, in Texas, we don't do a whole lot of, public transportation or anything.
Yeah.
So when we actually do that, well, I mean, we don't have time to sit down and play our 3DS in our in our cars or in our,
Unless you want to live on the edge.
Yeah. But most of the time I spend playing my 3DS is either when I'm on the couch or on the crapper. So I'm just being honest.
Play Craig online. Guess what he's doing?
All the old school ScrewAttack G1s, they recognize Toilet Tuesday from way back in the day. All right? Do you even know Toilet Tuesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Now, actually, one of the things they're doing with the handheld is they're fixing the friend code thing. You will have one friend code. You will have one friend code, and you just give that to your friends, and that's the only thing they have to enter. They don't have to enter anything else on each individual game that they buy. So you just do it once, and that's it.
But still, why the friend code? Why don't they use screen names like everyone else does? People like the customization. It's a lot easier to be like, what's yours? Oh, mine's Black Flag, as opposed to mine's 1Z000634428.
It's for parents, so you can't just add anybody. It's like a password almost, so that you can talk to these people. And what it's going to allow you to do is you're going to be able to see who's online, easily join them. You can chat with them once you put it in, but it's just one-time thing.
And
look, 160042B8 is on. Yeah.
Well, no. Once you enter that, I'm sure they'll have their name or something.
Okay, so once you,
I just don't like the codes.
Yeah, I agree with the code thing, but once you actually put it in, there's no charge for a recurring fee to play online and such? Is there Xbox Live or PSN?
No, not at all.
Or PSN Plus, I guess?
No.
Okay, well that's at least good.
Yeah.
All right, so that's cool.
Okay, next story was
Cue cards.
Duke Nukem Forever has a release date. They just released a brand new trailer, and we should be playing it May 3rd, 2011.
I gotta be honest, I'm more excited about Mortal Kombat than I am Duke Nukem.
Mortal Kombat had a release date. I think it was October 7th, but I'm not sure.
I think it was April or May or something like that.
Was it?
Yeah.
Maybe it was. Well, no, Duke Nukem's May.
If you had your computer, you could find it, but you have cue cards, so.
It would take me a while to find it.
Good one. All right.
I think.
Well, it was only for Europe, and it's only outlets have said that. I don't think it's been officially announced yet.
Duke Nukem or MK?
MK. Mortal Kombat.
But Duke Nukem, what you talked about, I'm excited about it. I'm more excited about MK, but the fact that you're actually going to have a chance to, the game has to be close to done if they're locking down release dates, and the release dates it's not that far away.
Yeah.
So.
I really think they'll stick to it, or it'll come out earlier, because I'm sure the only thing on their mind is this cannot get pushed.
Delayed.
Yeah, dude, they had to be really, really confident, because if you know that if it just once, even if it's a day, but delayed a day, the internet's gonna be like, it's never coming out. You know, so.
Well, we need to get a hold of
Gearbox.
Well, not just Gearbox, but the guy. Remember, we got a hold of that guy
with the receipt.
Yes, from a long time ago. And last time we talked to him, he said that Gearbox was going to take care of him. And when we actually reached out to him, he said that Gearbox was going to be taking care of him. So we reached out to him, said, hey, we want to take care of you at Game Attack. He said, don't worry about it. Gearbox is going to be taking care of me.
Yeah, I want to find out what they did.
Yeah, I know. It's got to be something super awesome. When you hold a receipt, a piece of paper for 10 years, just hoping and pleading that it comes out, that's pretty cool.
How much did he put down on, $5?
Yeah, it was $5 or $10, but that could be way more valuable than just, yeah.
All right, I got two really quick ones. Pac-Man's getting a television show. Do you guys remember this from Hard News?
I remember you said something like that, dude. I can't even imagine.
Well, this is only 30 years too late.
Yeah, Merv Griffin Entertainment, he said, the idea we have is to take what Pac-Man is and bring it to life.
Will it have the Pac-Man Fever theme song?
Yeah, because I got
No, they didn't announce any music or anything yet. So.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, The only way I can see it working, because we were talking about this, when you mentioned this, and I was like, it needs to be like a new ghost hunting show.
Yeah.
That's the only way it can be relative. Like,
Guys dressed up as Pac-Man, all of a sudden, like, chasing real ghosts.
that's the only way I could see them taking something like that. I mean, what else are they going to do? Like, here's a man who likes to eat things and run and solve mazes.
I think what it's going to be is, like, a group of people in a house trying to compete for the high score. And, like, that's what I think it's going to be. Because it's going to be reality television. It's going to be a reality TV show.
I'm sure Billy Mitchell will be involved somehow.
Probably.
Well, maybe. Does he compete for that particular score?
He owns every record. Billy Mitchell, come on.
Yeah. I just know about Donkey Kong with him, so.
He owns everything.
Oh, okay.
I think. I don't know. Don't quote me.
He owns the world of video games.
And hot sauce. All right, so is that it?
I actually had one more.
Oh,
there is rumors of a Metal Gear HD remake.
Oh yeah, another remake.
It was posted in official PlayStation Magazine UK. Somebody said Snake is in the facelift queue, and this is according to Inside Whispers. So
I think that says about that.
Well, do you guys want a Metal Gear remake? I guess you guys don't really play it.
Nope.
No.
So
Metal Gear on the NES or Metal Gear Solid?
well, it's Metal Gear Solid 1,
okay.
2, and 3 remakes.
Because that'd be pretty funny if it was Metal Gear on the NES.
I think that would be cool if they redid that.
That could be cool.
actually.
I played the first one way back.
Yeah.
So
I played the first one and the one that was released on MSX because it came with like this limited edition version of MGS3. So yeah, they're good games actually for NES.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They were clearly different and separated themselves from the other NES games in the library for sure. All right. Well, thanks for hard news.
Yep.
Way to go. I like the idea of talking about more of a round table thing. So it's good. All right. Time for the middle segment, which means this week it's time for what do I call it? Damn it.
Movie review.
That lost all. Oh, it's time for the mini movie review. All right. So we all saw movies recently.
Just give like the camera blue steel or something. Is that what that was?
Sounds cool.
Head snap. Yeah.
Well, the whole idea was for me to turn dramatically
Or
at the
Magnum.
camera, stare at it, but it didn't work out very well because I forgot my line. Anyways, so yes, the mini movie review is time. All right, so I'll start off by talking about I saw Law Abiding Citizen here. Now, this is a movie starring the guy from The Ugly Truth, Gerard Butler, which he's like in all the romantic comedies, and Jamie Foxx, who is everybody knows
A
Jamie
comedian,
Foxx, yes.
yeah.
He's a funny dude. He's
a good actor.
He's a good crossover, yeah. Anyways, I heard really bad things about this movie. I heard,
Really?
Yeah, I heard that it was gonna suck. And actually, looking up the Rotten Tomatoes score is like 25% on Rotten Tomatoes, which I was shocked because I saw it. I loved the movie. I thought it was amazing, and I don't know if anybody has. I'm sure some have seen it, some haven't, but ultimately,
I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it too.
Yeah, I mean,
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was really, really good. And the fact that I was kind of caught in the whole, should I root for this guy or should I root for the good guys? Did you guys get caught up in that moral quandary?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I was that into it. I was just kind of like, well, let's see what happens. I mean, like, he kept trying to tell all the other deaths could have been avoided, and he was like,
he was a man of his word.
That's true.
He held true. He held true to what he was saying. So, anyways, I totally suggest if you haven't seen Law Abiding Citizen,
It's on Netflix, actually.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then you can use your cell phone.
Yeah. We talked about
go
this
pick it
last
up.
week. Yeah.
On Netflix. Go pick it up right now.
That's why when you mentioned it, I thought of it right away because I keep seeing it on my queue.
I'm suggested for Superman 2. Anyways, so what?
Nothing. I just laughed.
I love Netflix on my iPhone. I say go pick up Law Abiding Citizen. It's really, really good, or watch on Netflix.
Rent it, yeah.
Yeah, it's if you can get it at Redbox or whatever, definitely check it out.
All right, you know what you shouldn't ever see?
Yes.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Okay. I don't know the first thing about Dragon Ball, so explain to me why this is so bad. Because whenever you speak, Jared, you think this movie sucks, right?
God awful.
All right, so Jared hates it. Why does it suck so bad? For somebody who doesn't know a damn thing about Dragon Ball.
See, here's the thing. So, like, I never saw it when it came out, and usually, no matter if it's like a comic book or video game movie or something like that, I go and see it. But this one I just hadn't. I think I was too mad about The Legend of Chun-Li to put myself out there again. Well, if the G-Ones were following me on Twitter earlier, I decided I was like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it, and they just they rape it horribly rape it. Like when I was
rape the story.
The story, they just like they take so many liberties. Like at the end of watching it, I managed to sit through all of it. At the end of watching it, like my tweet was basically like I really wonder if the screenwriter watched Dragon Ball or read the manga or anything like that. I mean, Goku's supposed to be a kid. They put him in high school, where all the kids are the stereotypical like, oh, we're the bad kids. Like, look out, Giku. They called him fucking Giku, but it's like they take so many liberties and they take it to the extreme. So it felt like I was watching Karate Kid. And
look, what's wrong with Karate Kid? I love Karate Kid.
No. But it's like, okay, imagine like a super generalized and like everything. Oh god, it's so hard. I'm so frustrated. All right, so like, okay, so they want to show off that there's the bullies in high school, right? So like Goku parks his little like bike in this like in a parking spot, and he gets off and like he just steps away from it, and then like these guys pull up in like a Lamborghini and just mow it down. I mean like there's like I'm gonna take your parking spot, but like. Over the top, they literally run over. It gets mangled under there, and they're like walking off. And he's like, "What the hell?" And then they're like, "Did you guys hear something?" Like, "Oh, it's Giku. What are you gonna do about it?" And then he's like, "I promised I wouldn't fight."
Well, maybe did they call him Giku because it's geek? Like he's
like a geek, yes, because that's why they were calling. I know
Goku.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just picking up on this. So.
That's just like the beginning. So I felt like I was like watching like some weird High School Musical version of Dragon Ball, and then like.
Did anybody sing?
No, thank God. But then like, he's supposed like they just.
So you hate it?
It was horrible. It was horrible.
So what you're saying is that anybody who has not seen Dragon Ball Evolution,
yeah,
shouldn't go see it.
No, God, no, you shouldn't.
Even if I don't know a damn thing about Dragon Ball, I shouldn't see it.
No, because it's a horrible, horrible movie. The acting's god awful too, and like especially if you know anything about Dragon Ball, don't see it because it'll just like take your childhood, bend it over in front of the a table in front of you, and just like rape it.
That's a good transition. All right, well, Dustin, what do you think about True Grit?
Well, True Grit is a Western cinematic adventure that follows a little girl looking for her father's killer. As she looks, she sells some horses to get some money and picks up some people to help her track down this murderer. Well, this is all about the adventure she takes through the wilderness with these people that she's just met and the bond that they form.
Sounds great.
It was actually a really good movie. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
When does Jeff Bridges come into play?
Jeff Bridges is one of the people that she looks to help her track down the killer of her father.
You know, True Grit was a remake of the
one with John Wayne.
Yeah,
yes.
John Wayne one. Okay.
Yeah.
I never saw it, but I don't know. How do they compare? Have you seen both?
I think I've seen the original True Grit, but it was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
But I do remember watching a John Wayne movie where he helped some younger girl out.
So here's a question.
So in that similarity, yes.
Well, it was so long ago, I don't remember if it was that particular one. I've seen a lot of John Wayne movies.
Okay, so John Wayne is kind of like this icon in American filmography or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, but Jeff Bridges is kind of like, is he there? Is he kind of like John Wayne? It's just this, like, in 30 years we're going to be like, Jeff Bridges was the man.
I think so. Well, maybe not in 30 years, but lately Jeff Bridges has really picked up popularity ever since he did...
Tron.
No, not Tron. Even before that, he played the dude in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave him an underground culture for
like
college students. Well, yeah, but since then, like, people like look to him for like that kind of
He did that movie.
Dynamic role.
He did a movie where he was like a cowboy. He was a country singer. And
yeah, I really like that movie actually.
Yeah, I've only seen like halfway through it, and it's pretty good from what I've seen. But anyway.
Yeah.
So, do you suggest the G1s go see True Grit?
True Grit is definitely worth going to check out in the theaters, and if you get an opportunity, rent it.
You know what Western I want to go see? Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yes,
that
was previewed, I think.
Is that real?
Sounds,
yes, that is real.
Ridiculous.
No.
It has Harrison Ford,
yes,
Daniel Craig from Bond.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, okay, so I have seen the preview for that.
It's going to be awesome.
You're like, this looks stupid, but somehow it works.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
Well, there's what are we? 2 for 3 out of there. So go see Law Abiding Citizen. Don't see Dragon Ball Evolution, and go see True Grit. All right. So there's the mini movie review. This week, I got to work on that camera thing in my time. But right now, it's time for the SideScroller News Desk.
Hit the music.
So disappointing. So disappointing.
You know what? We need to designate this. Like, you say hit the music.
You.
It's always me?
It's always been you.
How's it always been me? Other people have
This
done
is your
it.
segment.
What?
It's your job, Chad.
Okay.
All right.
Fine. I will do it with more enthusiasm now.
Oh, speaking of, we've talked about we've thrown out the idea of potentially removing the SideScroller news desk from a video format of SideScrollers.
We're sorry.
But we're also kicking around the idea. Well, there's been kind of mixed response. So we're throwing around other ideas. One of the ideas being potentially telling the stories or getting an actual reaction, then kind of acting. Really cheesy bad acting over on top of them.
Crappy reenactments.
It could be pretty funny, but we'll see. So we may try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And, we're trying, G1s, just to let you know. All right. How much would you guys pay for a piece of history?
Not much. I just go to the museum and look at it.
Let's say you had a chance to own a piece of Armstrong's boot when he walked on the moon. How much?
That would be a lot of money. I don't care enough to spend that money.
How much would you value that at?
$2 billion.
Really? $2 billion?
That's what I would say.
Really? What about you?
700,000.
700,000?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
What about JFK's ambulance that he was taken to the morgue in?
His ambulance?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my, wow. Like, that's such an iconic piece of American history, like, time anyway. $1 million, $10 million.
$10 million for a car?
That's what I think it would be valued
Really?
to people, because people are obsessed with his assassination.
Well, not that obsessed.
How do you know it was the exact ambulance?
Well, there's some controversy.
Has it been used since?
There's some controversy in this. We'll get to that in just a second.
Okay.
But the ambulance recently sold for $120,000 in Phoenix. So not $10 million. But yeah, but it's pretty cool. They say it's the actual one, but there's actually a little controversy going on saying that it's actually not the right ambulance, and the original ambulance was crushed back in like 1986.
Oh.
So, but the owner's like,
pissed.
well, the owner's like, the company who sold the actual thing, they're pretty respected in the whole car auction game with a Barnett and whatever.
Checking authenticity and stuff.
Yeah, they're really good at that stuff. Barrett Jackson. They had like the car auctions on Speed and such, on the Speed Network. Anyways, so they authenticated it and such, and apparently the guy's really happy with his purchase. And I think he said he wants to eventually, he's going to hold on to it for a little bit and maybe see if the Smithsonian wants it, but he's going to try to sell it to him. So.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Crazy.
So, anyways, I don't know.
Yeah, the only reason I said such a high number is just because I know how crazy the following is about JFK.
Yeah, and for the record, Dallas has more to offer than killing presidents.
Yeah.
Just so you know, when you lived in Green Bay, did you guys have that perception of like that's all that happened in Dallas?
Actually, no, I didn't even know until you guys mentioned it around work.
Really?
And I was like, oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah. Okay.
know?
Well, that's good because a lot of people.
I didn't even think about that. Why the hell did I move here?
Well,
Yeah.
The Super Bowl's coming. The Super Bowl's coming to Dallas, right? And one of the things that literally the welcoming committee is trying to do is like that was like 50 years ago. And they're still trying to break this stigma that Dallas is like this place where
assassinations happen.
Yeah, presidential assassinations happen and such. I don't know. It was 50 years ago.
That's like somebody trying to break the Billy the Kid stigma out of their town. He didn't die here,
Yeah.
JFK was shot here. I'm sorry, but that one's sticking with you.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. If you and Chad had an argument, a very heated argument.
Okay.
How would you choose to take out your rage?
I'd leave.
Well, what if you had to hurt him? If you had to hurt
I
him,
am so angry.
How
You have to hurt him now, Destin.
how would you hurt Chad? If this is a battle to the death.
Jesus.
And you two were squaring off, and you guys were in a room, and you had some utensils over here, and you can do whatever you want. How would you hurt Chad? Chad, how would you hurt Destin? Go.
I wouldn't. Like, I don't
You have
care
to.
what the argument is. Fine. If it really got to that stage, I would probably just hit him in the face, but I wouldn't stab him with something.
Wood chipper.
What
the fuck? What the fuck? the future, if Disney gets really pissed off, just be like, you know what, you win, and walk away.
Let's go to Fort Myers, Florida.
Hey, if you're like chopping down some trees with me,
It would be a slowly executed plan, but we would get there.
All right.
can you help me? Something seems to be jammed in this wood chipper.
Can you get it out?
Just
Reach your
look
hand
in there for me.
All right, so a 53-year-old man faces felony battery charges after
Remember that time you said the PS3 sucked?
after deputies say he stabbed another man in the eye with a fork.
Jesus.
So, according to Lee County Sheriff Office report, Robert Ewan and Orrin Turner, both kind of WT white trash names, got into a fight at the Shrimp Docks restaurant in Fort Myers Beach. Turner left the restaurant, went home, grabbed a fork of all things, turned to his roommate, and said he was going to stab McEwen for beating him up. And
Wait, where was he? He was at a shrimp restaurant?
he was at the Shrimp Docks.
And he went home to get a fork?
Yeah, I know, which makes a whole lot of sense. But
Well, when we get home and I've got forks.
but like if you were to go home, why of all things? Like I'm sure there's all sorts of things. Yeah, there's all sorts of like death utensils at your house that you wouldn't even think about death utensils. I mean, I could hit you with that.
Stop thinking of ways to hurt me.
There's a kendo stick over there of all things.
That's my kendo
We
stick.
literally have a
Don't hit me
kendo
with
stick
it.
at the HQ. I'm just saying. But you can take that. You can take that kendo stick, and I can beat you with it. Why would I go home and go get a fork to stab you in the eye?
Well, here's the most fucked up thing. There's something not right with that guy because most of the times when like stuff like that happens, it's like heat of the moment, you know, adrenaline, all that shit's going on. This guy had to go home, and the whole time it's like, I'm gonna fucking stab him in the eye. Just let me fight. I'm gonna get a fork and I'm gonna stab him in the eye. So like, you know, it's been like what 20 minutes. So this other guy's probably at the restaurant, you know, or whatever.
Like
you know, they get
enjoying
home.
a nice crab
Yeah,
cake or
exactly. It's like,
something.
hey, you know, I'm sorry about earlier. That was kind of fucked up. Ah! Oh God! Ah, what were we even arguing about?
Oh my! I can only imagine the audio.
You know, like.
Oh wow. But that's I agree with you. I mean, he's probably just peeling some shrimp back or something, and just thinking about.
And maybe overreacted. I don't know.
Where this guy's got to be festering like over and over. He said he did say that. Oh, that deserves an eye stabbing. You know, like that's fucked up, man.
I like that. That needs to go on a shirt. That deserves an eye stabbing.
Nobody's gonna fuck with that guy in prison. Like,
Stab you in the eye with
this guy can
fork.
hold a grudge.
Oh my goodness.
I'm taking your Jello. Ha ha. Oh, I'll get you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You can stab him in the eye with other things.
Like the person who wrote this article, he's gonna be like, that guy wrote this article. When I get out of prison, I'm putting a corkscrew through his cheek. You know, and then
Jared got my reference 30 seconds ago, didn't you?
Penis.
Wait, what did you say?
I got it.
I said you could stab him in never mind. All right. All right, finally, let's go to over the world on the other side of the world in England.
Let's go to Overly World.
Over the world, where I don't know if you heard this or not, but Apple recently had its 1 billionth
Yeah.
app downloaded. Did you hear about this?
Was it 10 billion? I thought.
It's 10 billionth app downloaded on Saturday. I don't know if you heard about this.
Yeah.
It was not Texting the Bread. As a matter of fact, it was Paper Glider.
Oh.
Damn it, dude! That would have been such a good promotion.
That
It was
would've been
texting
phenomenal.
the bread.
I actually saw the counter going up, and I was like, please, 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 please. But so this,
Whoever bought Paper Glider, you fucked up. Should have been
this-
texting the bread.
well, I can tell you exactly who it was. When it was a lady named Gail Davis. Gail Davis, she was informed, she actually got a call from Apple, and Apple called her informing she just downloaded the 10 billionth app.
I think it's the billionth.
10 billionth, right there. App Store,
Yeah, it's
10 billionth app.
It is 10 billion.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, because I logged on today and it was like, Apple Store,
Yeah.
you've sold 10 billions. It's like they're slapping me in the face with a wad of money when I logged on.
Anyway, so she was called by Apple to receive a $10,000 iTunes gift card.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
$10,000 for buying this app, for buying this one app or downloading. And it was a free app, actually.
Oh, that's cool. I was going
And she hung up.
Are you
Really?
serious?
Yes, she hung up. She said they called and they said, hey, congratulations, you were the 10 billionth download. And she said, thank you very much, I'm not interested. And she hung up.
Take me off your call list.
So the teen daughters...
Wait, she remembered saying what?
What's that?
Thank you very much, I'm not interested. And then she hung up.
You know that guy's got to be like, what? She said she wasn't interested.
I can imagine.
Can
Like,
I have it? You know, like,
they had a full like camera crew around this guy. Just like, hello, ma'am. I guess what? You know, and all of a sudden, it's just totally buzzkill.
that's the problem with every.
I would think it was a scam. I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Except
Yeah.
no, except you probably be like, you know what? Fuck off. Like you know.
So, anyways,
I am so sick of you people.
Yeah, get a fucking life. Go out, get a real job, and make some money, and stop trying to scam people. You know, kill yourself. And it's just like, no,
That was real. Oh shit.
Yeah, we've been recording this call. You know. Oh, well, you know what? I got $10,000, so fuck you.
well, the two daughters came downstairs. Two teen daughters came downstairs and said, "You need to call them back because it wasn't a prank call." So she called back, got it, and blah de da, $10,000.
How would they know?
Yeah,
I don't know, but what are you gonna spend $10,000 on the App Store?
Movies.
that's what I was about to say.
Movies for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right.
Can you buy like
Television
MacBooks
shows.
and stuff with it?
No, just in the App Store. So you can buy like
So if you guys want a free song,
you can
just
buy
call this
5,000
lady.
copies of Texting the Bread for all your friends. That'd be
That's what
good.
she should do.
We need to get a hold of Gail Davis and let her know.
And tell her she has no excuse to not be playing Texting in the
If
Bread.
any of you know Gail Davis, you just send her our way.
That's right.
We'll hook her up with a $1.99 copy of Texting the Bread.
No, we won't. She'll buy that shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We'll tell her where to download it.
Oh, okay.
All right. So there you go. That is the news desk for this week. Right now, it's time for forum questions.
All
Don't shut
right.
mine. You go open yours. Go.
Okay. Super Chunli 89 asks.
Good solid G1 there.
Indeed. Did you already know Wiz and Boomstick would look what they would look like before the ScrewAttack Royal Rumble, or was it a last minute thing? And why did you want to create these characters for Death Battle instead of just narrating yourselves?
Well, that's a good question.
Yes. So
Go ahead, Chad.
So basically, I don't know, Ben, in terms of the creation of the characters, you know, Ben just had the idea that it would be funnier, I don't know, for this death battle, there needed to be, like, experts, you know, so it wouldn't just be us, so we'd create characters. So we needed, like, a weapons expert guy, and Ben said he wanted the name to be Boomstick, and so from there, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm playing Boomstick, I can't sound like me. You know, this like skater dude or whatever. So like, if I'm gonna play a Boomstick, it needs to be this like gruff man's man, like with a little Adam Baldwin thrown in and just craziness. Anyway,
That's your inspiration?
yeah, a little bit of Adam Baldwin and like gruff man's man. That's exactly it.
I like Wiz sounds very much like Ben.
Well, that's because see, Ben was trying to do this like really hardcore voice in the beginning, and people were saying that, you know, like. Some people say they had trouble distinguishing, where I feel my voice is much more rednecky.
That's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, but still, that's what I said to him from the very start. And like, you know, I heard the name Boomstick, so I, you know, immediately thought the voice should be like, "Oh, what's going on? Let's blow some shit up," you know, like. But like with Ben's Wizard, I think like nerdy voice. So like he was doing this hardcore voice, and he really wanted to do this. So I was like, try doing just a little bit less, you know? And so now he has like, so it's like a little bit more of a informative with a little bit of hardcore Ben.
Yeah, if you go back and watch the first episode of Death Battle to the episode right now, there's definitely a pretty big difference.
Yeah, my voice has gotten a lot better. And in terms of what they looked like, that was literally, we jokingly at the last minute were like, we should throw Wiz and Boomstick in there. And so Brian was creating the characters, and I sat down and I was like, give him this. And what I forgot to add is he should have had like a wicked mustache or like facial hair, but I forgot to add that.
Every redneck needs a good solid
He might, you know what, he shaved for the fight because he didn't want anybody grabbing his beard, but you know, it'll be there.
Well, sure didn't help.
Yeah, same thing with Wizard. We were just like, how can we make it more nerdy? And we just like,
I liked his claw. That was my favorite.
oh, the claw.
All right, what else?
Savak wants to know, do you guys personally read credits to games? Do you think that in this day and age of gaming, it's a better design choice to have the game credits more easily accessible in another way outside of seeing them after the ending of a game?
Okay.
I see them a lot in like the options area, where you can just watch the credits and see the names. And I actually do watch the credits, usually the first time, and let them play all the way through.
It's going to be very pig-headed of me. I do not watch the credits.
I don't either.
I know that the people who worked on these games worked very hard on them, and I greatly appreciate it, but ultimately, I don't really care. I appreciate that they did it, but I'm not gonna like hunt these guys down. Like,
no, I understand.
The only time you really look at these, really care about it is when it's in the very beginning. You'll notice like Metal Gear Solid's a great example where you have the credits and they just kind of scroll at the beginning and it's just in the intro sequence and such. You know, other than that, I'm not a huge you don't.
Yeah, like if I play like a really good game, I don't like. My first thought isn't to be like, I need to find out who made this. I'm just like, yeah, I just beat this bitch.
Well,
you know? Like,
I can
victory.
I can tell you who made it. Capcom.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's
or
true.
Microsoft. You know, that's what I know. And plus, I grew up playing a lot of games where these Japanese guys, they would put fake names on, you know, like they would be called George or something, or something very generic, you know, that they had like handles, you know, so it didn't really make sense to read them anyways, you know, so.
Well, I watch him and I look for those bigger names. I'm like, oh, I didn't know he was a sound designer too.
Yeah.
You know, and like.
Well, see, another thing is you're a journalist, so
Don't
like.
call me a journalist.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know, you do news and stuff, and so like that's part of your job is you keep yourself informed, so you know, like, oh, I played this. But I guess, yeah. So it makes more sense. Plus, you know, I guess it just depends on the person. If they're interested,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I just like playing the games.
What else?
Toma Collin says, so while watching the Shaq Fu destruction video, I noticed, not to rag on his looks, that Craig has a kink in his nose. Seeing as unaware Steve doesn't have a nose kink, I don't know why that would matter. Yeah. He ruled out a family trait, but that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all.
But what is the origin of the nose kink? Perhaps an awesome story is attached. Perhaps it's a taboo subject.
Craig got busted in the face once.
No, actually, here's the story behind,
Tell us, Owen Wilson.
Beyond my busted ass nose. Actually, it's funny that this was brought up because tomorrow, actually today, I'm actually going in to see a doctor because I can't breathe out of my nose, right? Like, my nose, if you notice, unfortunately, this is only the camera viewing audience, which is only us at the HQ can see this, but I have two noses. I have a nose when I turn to my right, and I have a nose when I turn to my left. And there's two different noses here. So, but when you look at it straight on, I got a big old crease down the middle. Now, it has effect, like, I went in and saw a doctor like 5 years ago, even before ScrewAttack started, and there's a thing called a deviated septum, and that's what I have, right? I don't know how you get it, it just happens over time. Some people get busted in the nose, or some people break their nose. I never broke my nose, at least not
that you know. I don't know, you played slam ball. Did you ever take a fall or hit anything?
I've been hit in the face plenty of times, but I don't think I've ever broken anything. It's if you break your nose, you know it, right?
Yeah.
So I think I just got a jacked up nose. So I'm actually going to go in and get it looked at tomorrow. And
today.
Well, today, yeah. So I'm going to go get it checked out, and assuming that everything goes fine, I could potentially be getting my nose fixed. I don't know.
It's going to be weird.
I don't know if it's going to be straight. Because there's the thing. I'm not getting a nose job. I'm not doing that. I'm getting my nose fixed. It's totally different because I don't care how my nose looks. I really don't care how my nose looks. I care if I can breathe because, like, from what I understand, what you smell affects how you taste, and I like to eat food, so I want to be able to taste the food that I eat. Smell the food that I. It all boils down.
I love that that was your number one thing. Not breathing. It was that you want to taste things better.
It's true. It's true. Anyway, so I'll let you guys know because I mean you guys are a big part of my life, so I want to make sure you guys know. You guys shut up. You guys are a big big part of the family, so you guys deserve to know what's going on. So. I may not be on SideScrollers for a week or so because, it's something where well, that is actually one of my main concerns. Is if it affects,
changes your voice.
If it affects my voice at all, I will not do it. But at the same time, from what I understand, it's just, it's a vocal cords that affects the stuff. So.
Like when I brought that up, I just said that because when your nose is healing, it might do it, but once it's healed, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Nick will do a couple more vaults while I'm out and such, but it's one of those things that I'm 29. I kind of got to get it done now. If my quality of life has to be good for the rest of my life, so I want to make sure I can smell and eat good food.
Yeah, and breathe.
And breathing, that's
cool.
important.
All right, well, and relating to that question, GameTopia asks, if all the copies of Shaq Fu were eventually destroyed, which game title would you move on to next and why? E.T.
Balls.
No, see, yeah,
I say
3D balls. Yeah. Well, see, the thing about E.T. is that it's pretty tough to get a hold of. And E.T.
It filled landfills.
I know, but no, it filled landfills. That's just it. But ultimately, there's not that many of them left. There's really not that. I mean, that was made so long ago. The thing about Shaq Fu, we've destroyed like 20. Like all over the years, and people were like, "You're really
take them out.
You're raising the value of Shaq Fu." No, we're not. It's such a minute, small. I mean, you go to MacFest and there's like 75 Shaq Fus there.
Plus, even if every single one was taken from existence, places like Retro USB would then sadly become a rare game, and then places like Retro USB and stuff would recreate it.
We're not making a dent in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. All right, what else?
Frank freaking West.
Okay, good job.
Wants to know.
You like that, Jared, don't you?
Have you ever tried to get your parents to play video games? If so, what game did you start them out with, and did they enjoy the experience?
And my mom still didn't like it.
Really?
She's like, I'm still confused. I don't get it. I'm like, oh my god!
Stop that, you're dumb.
My dad and I used to play Pilot Wings back in the day.
Cool.
For we did SNES and then 64. He really liked the 64 one.
Nice.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I mentioned this before. I bought my dad a Dig Dug arcade stand-up, and so he loves himself some Dig Dug. But I tried to back in the day. I remember specifically, I was like, because it was cool. My dad would play games with me and stuff, you know. And we played Mario and that kind of stuff. But I tried to get him to play GoldenEye, and that was like the cutoff. That's what it was like.
GoldenEye's pretty intense for an old guy. I mean, well, I don't say old. It was like probably like our age.
I'm gonna tell my dad you said that. No, I'm just kidding.
Your dad will shoot me. You're crazy, man.
My dad plays games, like regular games, any game he can get his hands on, really. Racers.
My dad played a lot of Tetris. My family got into the Wii when I had it. My dad loves bowling. He's got like a full approach and everything.
Oh, really?
And spins and everything. So, yeah, they're very, 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 very casual. And that they would never own a Wii, but if we brought it over,
they'll play.
Yeah, and they did play Kinect. They played Kinect, which was hilarious. Kinect served its purpose for the amount of money. So, just seeing them play that. So, other than that, no, they don't play a whole lot of games.
My mom did play Mario Kart Wii. That was like the first game she did well at. So, yeah. And that's it for forum questions. But I do have some birthdays, and Craig called me out for not being here last SideScrollers. So I have the birthdays from last week too. So
good, we'll fire them out.
All right, we've got G1 Dark Void, Nod Like, Connor Lockley, Hobbit 010, DBHS, Dark Lugia Master GIR or GIR. I don't know.
Dark Lugia Master?
Lugia.
Oh,
Like the Pokemon.
okay.
Whatever.
Whoa.
Futurama Finland. Yeah, okay. Futurama Finland. Top Gun, Zoran, Versetti, and MJ Robots. So happy birthday to all of you. I love you all.
I actually have one also. Kyan Kaiser sent me a message on the website. He said his birthday's today. So
cool.
Happy birthday.
Very good. All right, so that is it. That is SideScrollers for this week. We hope you guys enjoyed the most magical 30 to 45 minutes of video entertainment ever.
The most 30 to 45 minutes.
That's right. That's right. Coming
you
next
could
week,
experience
more most
time.
30 to 45 minutes. It'll be good. All right, so until next week, we'll see you guys then. Maybe I'll be on, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know how quickly this nose thing is going to happen. So I could be in, I don't know. We'll see. So until next time, hey, I'm Stutter and Craig.
I'm Daily Destin.
And I'm Chad.
For SideScrollers on ScrewAttack.com. Bye.